Alrighty guys, we are back with the Monkey Hero adventure. We're going to do a couple main scenario quests today, move that right along. Last time we talked to our good friend over here in Summerford Farms, Mr. Stalewern, and he wanted us to talk to his slacking yeomen. So we're going to go talk to these guys, see what they're doing, tell them to pick it up, and see what happens. Work? Ha! Can't work with my hands when... Can't work when my hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager my last gill you'd never guess what I'm drinking. Swill wine? Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Stalewern's chores if it'll afford me a taste of proper grog. Yeah, get off your ass and go do some damn work, dude. Get some good... something to drink, man. I don't know. I really hate these pirates. They're all a bunch of punks, every one of them. Alright, so where is this next guy at? Is he right out here somewhere? Oh, there he is. What's this to do? Is he just sitting down? Come on, you Glolafel loser. Let's go. How am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess at what I had for breakfast. Breaded sticks. What? God, how'd you know? It's my breath, ain't it? It probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. But I know why you're here. It's just as soon to get some real food in me, but I ain't one to reject a summons from the captain. Yeah, get over there, man. Come on. I'm gonna have a meeting. What are you doing over here, fishing? Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days? Wanton slaughter. You bet your beard I did, lad. Those were the days. I reckon now I'll be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. Listen, man, axes are for trees, too. It's okay. Especially that little pansy botanist axe that you have there. Alright. This next guy gonna be on the bridge or under the bridge? Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be down there. I don't see him. Where are you at, dude? Alright. Oh, he's like right on the shore. Okay. So Stalewern sent you. And what do you reckon I say to that? I've saucier seeds to sow. Damn right. Didn't get where I am by taking guff from any glorified gardeners. But I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. I'm starting to get the feeling that these guys are all assholes, and that they don't really like Stalewern. Although Stalewern might be too, who knows? They are all ex-pirates. Alright, Severin, what you got for me? Hi, I'm Severin. You the old man's errand boy now? Tell my dear old captain not to wet his britches. I'll be along. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. Alright. Let's go, check in with the boss. took the long way up there, didn't I? Also, I probably should just teleport it back. I'm not real smart, I guess. Alright. You continue to impress, lad. All but Severin are accounted for. It's no fault of yours, he squirmed out. I'll let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. Right. Level 15, I can do the 15 rogue quests. We're not going to do those today, though. We're just going to keep working on this quest. Pains me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I'm full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised if it were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront that bastard for me, hero. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Where's he at? Right over there? Okay. So, yeah. Confront Severin and cast doubt on his actions. This is, again, early in the story. You know, you're just getting acquainted with how to do abilities and do things. This is an emote quest. We actually had one of these as a side quest I did off stream, where they tell you to, like, rally someone and psych them up and all those things. This is just getting you used to the emote menu, which you can use two different ways. You can come over here and you can go to the emotes and you can just, you know, look at all the different ones that are on here and you can do whatever. But emotes also all have shortcuts, like as you can see there, it says cast / doubt. That's definitely what we'll be doing. We'll just be typing it in because, well, I don't feel like looking through that big long list every time you want to find an emote, right? Alright, Severin. You got some sacks there with you, sir. Are those yours? Bloody hells! I'm up the strait without a paddle. Yeah. Well, I doubt you. What's this now? Staleworm sent you for the oranges? Huh. So the old bugger had known all this time. What does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventurer types, right? Go rescue my mates from the double-dealing goblins. They're over yonder by the bonfire. Let me go save the bad guys from the goblins. Seems counterproductive, but whatever. Hello, Mr. Goblin. I owe you one. We've gotten away myself if not for Severin shoving me aside. Would have gotten away myself. Gotcha. Pirate talk. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. Servant sent you? Huh. The way he flew out of here, I was sure he sold us down the river. Interesting. Severin, not Servant. Alright, Severin, I saved him. You saved my mates, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed I couldn't clean up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you this sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Oseen and send him my regards. Dude, that's more than one sack. That's 3. Holy crap. Okay, I am the orange man. Oh, good. I don't have to go. Well, I don't know. I was saying good, I don't have to run all the way back to Summerford Farms, but I could teleport there. I have to run up the road here. This will probably open up like more side quests over here. There were some originally, again, I did them off quest. There were some around here, and here, and here, and a bunch in Lower Lenosha. I did all those already. So, yeah. Alright, Ozing, what you got? What do we have here? A delivery from Summerford Farms. And as scheduled. Huh. There's a first time for everything. Shut up and eat your oranges. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About the only things not here are those bagmen. And I don't miss them one bit. Here's Stalehorn's payment in full. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm not running back over there, though. I'm going to take that teleport. Alright, Stale, my man. We are moving through. Let's go. What you got? Here's some oranges. Or payment for oranges. Back in one piece. That's a relief. How'd you fare, hero? Here's a lot of money. Ah, this is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed. Alright. Though, I'd be telling you false if I claimed I had not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top. But to sell us all short in favor of those godforsaken goblins. You do well to mind yourself about the 2 guild cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. Well, he's not going to do anything to me, because I'm also, he sucks. Alright, so that did open another side quest down there, but also the main storyline, as you can see, the fiery one. We're talking to Gherkin. What does he need? Gherkin seeks fertile soil to improve the yields of his newly plowed fields. Blast! At this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam. Just a bit could send our stocks soaring. Oh, I bet Rodwita knows where you could find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. Well, no problem, man. No problem. And once again, side quests, I'm going to pick them up as we go, but I'm not going to do them here. I'm not going to read them out. Again, they're usually, like, yeah, look, I'm just delivering a high potion to Tiller's Rest. It's not even, I might actually turn that in, because I'm right here. Again, side quests are generally all fetch stuff. I know that the main story kind of feels that way at the beginning, but, you know, it ramps up quickly. That Gurnt's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare pinch some from the cook pot, then be my guest. Just mind, you don't get trampled by them aurochs that dwell there. Once you got 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to Perforal at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. Well, see, that is actually very convenient, since Tiller's Rest is where I will turn in the side quest to. The game's usually pretty good about that. If you're following the main story and pick up all the side quests as you go, generally they take you in the same direction. There's not a lot of backtracking and running around. And now if you go ahead of the story and try to do all the quests, then you run around a lot more, which is what I did, again, off stream. But mainly it was just because we were trying to get to level 10 or 15 on 2 different jobs, trying to figure out how to unlock Rogue. So now that we're on Rogue, we shouldn't have to worry about that too much. Doing side quests that aren't quests that have like little blue pluses on them generally are just fetch quests. I will still do them. They're off stream again. They're not necessary. I like my screen to be cleared of all the exclamation points, so that's why I do them. But yeah, these usually aren't that bad. The exclamation point ones I will do, and I will do on stream because they are actually stories. And most of the time they unlock raids or dungeons or, I mean, sometimes jobs, but different things that, you know, that are interesting. They're good stories, and you'll need them to unlock different aspects of the game later. So those are important. We definitely want to do those when they come up. I don't remember many of those in A Realm Reborn. Being in A Realm Reborn. Most of those don't pick up until the other expansions. Let's run over here. Let's go ahead and give this guy this high potion. Just for the experience. There you go, sir. Thank you, you're welcome. Get me a little money, get me a little experience. Now let's see the story. Hard. Even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt. Well, here's some black loam. But a bit of this black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomach. Don't tell me Gurrent and Rotwida neglected to mention where black loam comes from. Well, surely you figured it out on your own from the cloying stench. It comes from the Aurochs' lair, of all places. Well, why dwell on who misled who about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. Just compare. Nope, definitely not better. Okay, take the money again. Alright, let's see here. Perpetrol needs stolen farm tools recovered. Somebody stole some farm tools. Confounded pirates. They know nothing of tilling or only killing, stealing our shovels to melt and forge into axes of all things. They're biting the hand that feeds them and the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson in obedience myself if I hadn't sworn to Staleworn that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they've sown. Well, I like beating up pirates, so that's not a problem. All three of them. I wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. There you go, bud. Oh, good to see these tools back and in serviceable condition. Which will be more than we could say of Severin when we get our hands on him. The wretch likely had a role in the theft. Spied him meeting the pirates in secret, I did. I couldn't care less if the wastrel won't work. But when he consorts with cut purses that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Staleworn ought to know what sort of scallywag he's dealing with. Take word to him, would you? And back to Summerford Farms. The quick way. We're not running if we don't have to. We'll teleport all day. You can see I have 100,000 gil already. I took a nice little loan from my main character because we're not worrying about money. All right, what's up, Staleworn? Let me tell you. Pirates making off with our tools. Freewall did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing we need is blood in my crops. But I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. I kind of feel like I heard that before. Bronze knives, that's what I'm using now? Nope. Oh, I'm actually ahead of those. Okay, so... yeah, money. I've come to expect a great deal from you, lad. And you've never once let me down. Yet what I ask of you now goes beyond aught I have asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Just deserts. Staleworn has reason to believe that Severin is up to no good. Something must be done. It eases my mind to have your ear. You no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Severin by now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since the letter came from him, he's been skulking about in the manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me that this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose it reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As far as how to find him, I'd try asking Grenouida at the Aetheryte. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. Alright. I'll stick his ass, though, if I have to. Alright, where'd he go? Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. I saw the Rouser and his rabble set out for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing and drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky Sod said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up and sip whatever it was that had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure to give him a cuff around the ear for me, will ya? Sure. Yeah, fuck him up real good. Okay. I wish I had a mount. I wish I had a mount. I ho the dairy-o, I wish I had a mount. You know, one thing that never gets old is the music. It's just beautiful no matter what. Uh-oh. What happened to Aylmer? Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. Don't get no lower than that. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severin, so I was ready. But the others weren't so lucky. You gotta help them. Well, alright. Again, I think I said in the other videos, these are lookout points, but for the sightseeing log, we don't have any. My axe may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better, or the sorry bastards in there are done for. Oh, and it is going to be an instance battle. Severin might have got us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than be in the conniving bastard's debt. To arms. Alright, little man, let's go. A true knave. You betray even yourself, Severin. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion and the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betray the serpent reavers twice. You will not do so a third time. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honorless wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it might be, we shall take it. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. I don't feel like that fight was ever hard, but I do remember it being quite that much of a joke. That the Golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. Heck no, man, I'm the monkey hero. Hey, it's Ishola. The snake slithered away. I'm only glad that he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. Uh-oh. Vision. Those pirates do not belong to any known Laminsa factions. Whom do they serve, then? The Beast Tribes? Surely not. The timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagan and Cobalt activity. Something is afoot. The question is, what? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12s help us if she proves so. Limbs would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The sea continues to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. And ilm by ilm, the world becomes more unlike itself. It is as Louis Soir foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not yet here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Charlian ring more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see ether. Yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlian seem commonplace. Here, for you. Have you come for the festivities? Today the Maelstrom officially make the Great Hole in the Sea its training ground. Join the celebration. Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow. But whence does it emanate? Sea Song Grotto, perhaps? What have we here? Can you walk? "'Tis I." Regrettably no, he eluded me. "Understood. I will inform the Commodore." "You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered?" "Servant here apprised me of all that transpired. His account shed some light on how you've come to attack by a golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton. Inert save when commanded to do otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then, these tattooed wretches are no commonplace pirates. They are the minions of the Sahagin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Staleworm will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit." He told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Y'shtola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the aether in the hope that it might offer up some clues as to our predicament. I'd say I owe you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead, and all. 'Tis a debt I can never repay. But I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms, and I'll face the consequences. For reasons I cannot fathom, you see. Forgive me, mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshaled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell." Alright, gotta go back to Summerford Farms. Talk to old Staleworm here. I think this is probably going to be the last quest we do in this one, in an effort to keep the videos a little bit shorter. "Lo, I knew you'd return. Y'shtola delivered Severin a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came shuffling back too. A lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. It's me who's to blame for that. That and the rest. I was once a serpent reaver. A thrall to the Sahagin? 7 hells! Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're naught but fishback flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. We got a code, see? But the Reavers never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Leminsons. I'd only just taken my oath when our captain bent the knee to his new Sahagin masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home. Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long around here, and word soon spread all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead. My freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter... I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy soiling myself. You got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear them talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that, I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm, no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope your guides you back here someday. There will always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. And I'll always be in your debt, Stalin. I owe you a debt too, monkey. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men of my farm. If I could ask one more favor of you, it'd be this. Tell Batterin what's happened, from start to finish. I'm certain he'll put in a good word for Severin if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know who the Yellow Jackets will listen to. Well, I reckon I've asked all I could possibly ask of you. Safe travels, son. Alright, go back and turn this in. I think that's going to be it for this round. Oh my goodness, somebody's playing some horrible... Actually, it wasn't that bad. But, yeah. Let's go see old Batteron. And then watch me stumble over his horrific pirate speak. Oh goodness, yes. It's a little cutscene, of course I will. Bloody hells. Life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. Ah, but you needn't worry yourself over young Severin. The Yellow Jackets and hands out punishment is good a mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from hanging to kneeling. Kindly gent that he is. Oh my God. Ah, I'm only jesting with you. I'll see he's treated fair. Now, it sounds like you've done everything old Stalwart asked you more, justifying me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lad. As for your reward, well, she's a lonely lady, this drowning wench of mine. How would you fancy keeping her company for a spell, with free room and board? Venturing's a trying business, after all. Them that don't rest and take their bones every now and again tend to end up with broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly so much as fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There's always a free bed for you. Make use of it. Not that you'll have much time for laying around with all the levs you'll be doing. Oh, didn't I mention? I'm putting your name down for levs. Leaves, either way. Our guild draws all manners of clients, offering all manner of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folks will pay to avoid doing an honest day's labor. Just give Tomokri a shout whenever you're feeling like making some extra gil. She'll always have some task to offer for you to do. Guild leaves now available. Oh, and it's all above board, in case you're wondering. We're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side in here, unlike some pirates I could mention. I tell you, if it turns out they'd ought to do with them kidnappings, there'll be 7 hells to pay. A proper bleeding reckoning. Mayhap that's what Limsa needs, though. On rough seas sometimes, you have to rock the boat to right it. But we'll have time for such talk when you're well rested. Till then, enjoy the wench's hospitality. You now have access to recommendations. This feature displays a list of quests and duties available in your area. The recommendations list, yeah, we know. Alright, and that's going to be level 16, and I think that is going to be it for this time. We're going to pick up right where we left off again. Good old Batteron. As you can see, I was telling you about these quests right here. These are Lev quests, so if I talk to her, this is the Leaves of Swift Perch. So by doing this quest, it unlocks the Lev quests there. Yeah, I might do some of those things. Again, that one isn't really a story quest, but it opens up other quests, so that's why that is there. Anyway, we will pick up with this again, probably in a couple days. And take care until then, and hopefully you enjoyed this little stint in the main scenario. Bye.